These are the top 5 best offensive playbooks in Madden 26. Watch closely because these playbooks have one-play touchdowns, crazy run plays, and dots all over the field. And these playbooks are so good that I'm guaranteed you will switch to one of them by the end of the video. And make sure you stay until the end of the video because the playbooks will get better as the video goes on. The first playbook we're going to be looking at is so good that I feel like it would be a custom playbook in any other game, which is the Green Bay Packers. The Packers playbook is absolutely ridiculous. They have formations like bunch tight end, bunch wide, bunch spread, gun cluster halfback strong, and wide off trio close. So first let's look at the gun cluster formation. The best play in this entire formation is the play called mesh post. Now for gun cluster, you always want your bunch on the wide side of the field, wide side meaning the side with the most grass. And literally all you want to do for the mesh post setup is drag the tight end, put the slot receiver on a return route, and streak the outside receiver. Now this setup can literally beat every coverage in the game. The first read is going to be the running back. If he's there, take him every single time because taking your flats is very important in this year's game. Next we're going to look at this drag route because the running back flat is going to take out any flat defender with him, a lot of the time leaving the drag wide open. Now, after the drag, you're going to be looking for this return route because it will be man in zone coverage. Now, even if somebody's manned up to him, you can still throw that and try to possession catch it. But a lot of the times, if you have a good receiver, he will create separation. And against zone coverage, a lot of the times, the user will have to defend it. Like as you can see, even against backed off man, you will still have enough time to catch that. The next play we're going to be looking at is this huge post route over top. And look at this post route over top. It absolutely gets wide open because that clear out route by square will be the clear out route versus any type of cover 4 or cover 3, even a cover 2. The next formation we're going to be looking at in this Packers playbook is wide off trio close. The play I'm going to go over is the play flood, probably the best stock play in the entire game. And once again, you always want your 3 receivers on the wide side of the field. This time the running back will be on the wide side. Now for the play flood, you can leave it how it is, but what I recommend doing is putting R1 on the in route just like this. One of the best plays in the game. You have running back protection, you have a high-low read between R1 and square, and you have a high-low read between the zig and out route. The first read is going to be this out route if it's open. So when they snap the ball, as you can see, sometimes this out route, even against man coverage, will absolutely cook. And even against zone coverage, if they don't have a flat, it's going to be wide open. Your next read will be this tight end zig. Now, as you can see right there, he did get covered, but a tight end zig is still a man-beating route. So even if it does get covered quick, you can still throw this every single time. Now, as you can see, boom, it got bumped by R1 right there, but if you take this zig right up the field, you can score some easy touchdowns. Now, after that tight end zig, you're going to be looking at this R1 in route. Now, the reason why I want to put it in route instead of a drag, just because the spacing is much better. For a drag, he runs too quick and you don't have time to make that high-low read. As you can see, that drag runs very quick, which will get open at the end, but you just don't have time to make the high-low read because the in route will give you time. Boom, in route isn't there. Then you get those square possession catch that if the user decides to guard R1. So that is the Packers playbook. Now let's look at one of the more underrated playbooks that you never even probably heard about this year, which is the Falcons. Now, the Falcons playbook is absolutely unreal. I'm a Saints fan, so this hurts me to say it, but man, their playbook is so good. They have tight flex. They have bunch wide nasty, bunch spread. This is U trips from the past, patch Y off close. Now it's called Y off trips close. Man, this formation is amazing. They have the Y option wheel, which we're gonna go over, but they also have bunch tied in, and bunch offset. This playbook is crazy, and this is only the best playbook that we have so far. So first we're gonna go over Y off trips close. The play we're gonna be going over is Y option wheel, one of the best plays in the entire game. For this formation, what you want is your tight end on the wide side of the field. And the setup we're going to be looking at is putting X on a corner route. Now, your first read will be R1 in the flat if they don't have hard flats. So as you can see, right here, they don't have hard flats. You can hit R1 in the flats every single time. Man, these playbooks are so loaded this year, it doesn't make any sense. So now, put the tight end on the corner route. So now say they go guard R1, perfect. You have this tight end corner route every single time. Now right there, for some reason, he did pass lead it backwards. He had to turn around to catch it. But I'll show this to you one more time. That tight end route is almost unguardable because your opponent will have to switch stick to that. Now I'm going to show this to you one more time. Put the tight end on the corner route. But now say they guard the corner route. You're going to have square right here. Possession catch that for a nice completion. And also keep an eye on the running back out of the backfield. Because a lot of the time versus a man coverage look or match coverage, you can lob that up and he can outrun him and you can score one play touchdowns just like that. So that is Y option wheel. Now for bench pivot, literally all you want to do is drag the tight end and you have so many reads, and this literally can be the best play in the entire game. The first read is going to be circle, but if circle isn't open, then you're going to look for that zig for R1. So basically you have a read on that side of the field, and I forgot to put X on the drag, but as you can see, you're just going to be reading the zig and out route. And the thing about that zig, it's not a regular zig. What makes this play so special is a zig that runs like 5 yards up the field. Like, look at the difference. So this is the bench pivot zig. As you can see, it gets like 5 yards up the field. This is the regular zig that I'm about to put out there. This regular zig, you see how fast that zig runs? It doesn't give you enough time to make a read between circle and the zig. So look, that zig doesn't run, and as you can see, boom, easy interception because that hook curl will play it every time. But this bench pivot zig stock, look where it runs. It runs to a certain spot up the field that's going to give you enough time to make a read, and it's going to get away from all the flat defenders. But say somehow that is completely bagged, then you can be looking for this in route by square or the drag by X from the tight end. So I'm going to show it to you one more time. Boom. Drag by the tight end, wide open, Kyle Pitts, most overrated player in the entire league. So the next playbook we're going to be going over is a playbook that a lot of the pros are already using just because it is so overpowered, which is the Los Angeles Chargers. They have bunch spread, they have bunch strong offset, bunch X nasty, gun tight open, but this is where the fun just begins because they also have normal Y off cloaks, which belt winners fancy, used last year to win 2 belts. They have Y off trio weak. They have Y off trips close, which is U trips. So this playbook is so overpowered, it's absolutely ridiculous. Then you have trips tied in. So first we're going to go over the trips tied in. The play we're going to be looking at is PA boot shot. It is absolutely a one play touchdown versus any type of cover 3 in the entire game. Now, all you want to do for this cover 3 beater is put the tight end on a corner route, streak the inside receiver, put the outside receiver on the drag. Now the drag is only if the touchdown isn't open, which will be triangle. If the touchdown isn't open, you can hit the drag quick, or even if they use a touchdown, you can still hit the drag. Now as you can see right here, look at triangle, boom. That tight end corner route will pull down any thirds, and you're gonna have triangle wide open for an easy touchdown. Now, say the pressure is just too much, you don't have enough time, or they go user it, that's when you can throw this check down by square, which is still very good. You can get about 10 to 15 yards. And also, sometimes you will have this tight end corner out. Maybe say if it's a cover 2, you can hit this quick. Now right there I did get absolutely yelled at, but I can show it to you one more time. Sometimes you can hit the tight end corner out, but I prefer waiting on the one play touchdown. Like right here, boom, you can hit it, throw it to the sideline, blue past that, and catch it for an easy completion. Now, the next formation we'll be looking at in the Chargers playbook is bunch strong offset. The play we're going to be looking at is corner strike. Now, the first thing you want to do is put the slot receiver on the slot fade, tight end on a post route, outside receiver on a drag, and running back on a flat. This play is so good, you almost could run it by itself every game and literally win a lot. First read will be this corner out. As you can see, that red corner out will get so much separation. It is absolutely ridiculous. Your next read will be this running back in the flat. If they don't have any flats, take the running back. If they do have a flat, take the circle route. As you can see, if they go a circle, you can just throw the running back flat very easily. Now, keep in mind, you do also have this post route by the tight end and this backside drag by square. A lot of the times, the user is going to be so worried about the right side of the field that you can hit this tight end post route easily on the left side of the field. And then after the tight end post route read, you still do have square, which will get right in the middle of a soft spot of a zone, and you can use that for the easy completion. So that is the Chargers playbook. Now we're gonna go over the big dogs, which I think are the two best playbooks in the game. Coming in at number 2, we're gonna be looking at the Jags playbook. Now the Jags playbook is the definition of cheating. If you can't score in this playbook, I have no clue what to tell you at this point. They have tight doubles, tray wide flex. They have gun cluster halfback strong, trips tied in, double stack, which can get very glitchy. But this is not even the best part. They have bunch strong nasty, bunch wide nasty, bunch X nasty, gun bunch tied in, which is the most broken formation in the entire game right now. Y off trio weak, Y off trio close. Man, this playbook is absolutely insane. Now, I'm going to be going over the gun bunch tied in. The first play we're going to be looking at is whips will absolutely beats man and zone coverage with ease. Now, all you want to do for whips is put the running back on a flat, slot receiver on a corner route, and outside receiver on a flat, so it looks something like this. Your first read is going to be either one of these zigs. Right here, you're going to have circle wide open. If they go a circle, you're going to have the tight end. There is literally no way they can guard all of this at the same time. Boom, tight end is covered. Then you have this running back flat route, which is going to be wide open. So look at both of your flats and look at both of your zigs every single time. So boom, say they're playing off coverage, you can hit that other flat, which will be a very easy completion. Now, if it's man coverage, don't sleep on this corner route. As you can see, boom, against coverage 0, that corner route will absolutely fry. So the next formation we're going to be going over is bunch X nasty, and the play we're going to be going over is motion cross post, which absolutely destroys every single defense in the game and eliminates it. So now, what you want for this is your bunch on the wide side of the field. And all you want to do for this play is put R1 on a crosser, drag the tight end, streak square just like this, and block the running back. Now, what makes this play so deadly that it absolutely deletes every single zone coverage? Because if they're playing Tampa 2, then you'll have the fade route. But if they're not in Tampa 2, then you just make the read between the tight end drag or the crossing route, even if they're in man. If they're in man, you have the tight end drag, crosser, or if they're in press man, you can still have that fade route, which will be wide open. So I'm gonna show it to you one more time. This literally destroys every single defense in the game. So sometimes you can quick throw circle on the sideline, rat catch that, and get a feel for some easy yards. But circle can even be used as a clear out route if you have enough time to clear out any zone for R1 to be wide open. As you can see, circle will clear out any zone, and you will have R1 wide open for the easy dot. So that is the Jags playbook, but now we're going to go over the number 1 playbook in the entire game, which is the Chicago Bears. If you're looking for the fastest, cheapest, most reliable Madden Ultimate Team clones in the market, look no further than my sponsor, u4gm.com, and use code MEALS at checkout for 6% off your order. Link will be in the description down below. Now, the Bears playbook has normal Y off close. They have Y off trips weak, Y off trio close weak, bunch X nasty, bunch spread, double stack, and they have trips tied in flex. So the first play we're going to be looking at is this normal Y off close. They have the best normal Y off in the entire game. The play we're going to be looking at is the play Y sell. Now, for this Y sell play, literally all you want to do is drag triangle, and you have reads all over the field. The first read will be this running back. If nobody guards, you can just throw this every single time for a nice easy dot. The next read will be this triangle route. So say they go as the running back, look at this drag by triangle. Now right there, it even got pressed, and it's still one up the field very easily. Now, after both of them reads are looked at, then you will have this tight end route by X, which will absolutely get over in the cloud. As you can see right there, get over in the cloud, even against a cover 2 and against a cover 3, it will be cleared out by that streak, so you don't even got to worry about that. But as you can see, if everything is covered, you still have this backside in route by square that the user will totally forget about. So that is normal Y off close. Now let's go over the other formation, trip side and flex. So the play we're going to be going over in trip side and flex is the play motion wide post, which is literally game breaking. And all you want to do for this is put the inside receiver on a drag and stem route the return route down one time. Now, nobody knows about this, so if you made it into the end of the video, put stem down in the comment section just so I can know you're a lawyer. If I see stem down, I'm gonna like it, I'm gonna heart it. But stem down that route one time, and it's quicker versus man and quicker versus zone. As you can see, that route stem down is absolutely a problem. You have that route, you have this drag, you have this running back table route. As you can see, you get the running back table route every single time if nobody's there. And you also have this post by the tight end. That is the only tight end post in the game that runs runs this post route. And that is basically unguardable against any coverage. And the only way they have to guard that is they switch stick to it. But if they switch stick to it, they're gonna leave the running back, the drag. As you can see, that return route stem down is absolutely chaos. So if you made it this far, comment stem down in the comment section. Let me know what playbook you guys are rocking. Let me know if I missed a playbook and just put me on game. Keep God first, keep grinding. And if you're looking for how to master any defense in this entire game, click this video right here.